After 17 years of marriage, I was thrown out of my own home, all because of a lie my stepdaughter made up. My wife didn't hesitate. She told me to leave. I didn't yell, I didn't argue, I just walked away. 3 hours later, the police called, and that's when everything changed. What happened next wasn't chaos. It was quiet, it was calculated, and it revealed a truth that no one expected. My name is Michael. I'm 52 years old, and until 3 months ago, I thought I had a good life. I married my wife Karen when I was 35. She was 33, divorced, with a 7-year-old daughter named Brittany. I knew what I was signing up for. I'd be a stepdad. I'd be helping raise another man's kid. I was okay with that. I wanted to be okay with that. For the first few years, things were good. Brittany was a sweet kid, a little clingy with her mom, but that was normal for a kid whose parents had split up. I tried to be supportive, not trying to replace her dad, just trying to be a stable male figure in her life. Karen worked part-time as a receptionist, but my income as an engineer covered the mortgage, the bills, Brittany's private school, her dance classes, her summer camps, everything. Brittany's biological father was barely in the picture. He'd show up twice a year, take her to dinner, then disappear again. No child support, no real involvement. So I became the dad by default. I coached her soccer team, I helped with homework, I drove her to sleepovers, I sat through every school play and recital. For 17 years, I was her father in every way that mattered, except legally. Karen never wanted me to adopt her, said it was complicated with Brittany's bio dad. I didn't push it. That was my first mistake. Around age 15, Brittany started to change. The sweet kid I'd known became moody, secretive, entitled. I figured it was normal teenage stuff. Karen said to give her space, that she was going through something, but it got worse. Brittany started staying out past curfew. Her grades dropped. She'd scream at Karen over nothing, and she started treating me like I was invisible, or worse, like I was the enemy. When I tried to discipline her, asking about homework, enforcing rules, she'd explode. "You're not my real dad. You can't tell me what to do." Karen would always take her side. "She's going through a phase, Michael. Don't make it worse." I backed off. I didn't want to cause problems in my marriage. By the time Brittany turned 22, she was still living at home. No job. Dropped out of college after one semester that I paid for. She'd sleep until noon, go out with friends all night, and contribute absolutely nothing to the household. I started suggesting she get a job, start paying rent, be an adult. Brittany didn't like that. And Karen defended her. Always. "She's figuring things out, Michael. She needs our support." 3 months ago, everything fell apart. I came home from work around 7. Karen and Brittany were in the kitchen, and the moment I walked in, I knew something was wrong. Karen's face was white. Brittany was crying. Not real crying, but that dramatic, performative crying where someone wants to be seen crying. "What's going on?" I asked. Karen turned to me. Her expression was cold. I'd never seen her look at me like that before. "Brittany told me what you did," she said. My stomach dropped. "What I did? What are you talking about?" Brittany looked up at me with red, puffy eyes. "How could you?" she whispered. I was completely confused. "How could I what? What is this about?" Karen stepped between us, like she was protecting Brittany from me. "She told me you came into her room last night, that you touched her." The room started spinning. "What?" I couldn't even process what she was saying. "That's insane. I would never." "She told me everything, Michael." Karen's voice was shaking. "How you came in after I fell asleep. How you..." She couldn't even finish. "Karen, that's not true. None of that is true. I didn't go anywhere near her room." Brittany was sobbing now. Why would I lie about this? I looked at my wife, the woman I'd been married to for 17 years, the woman I'd provided for, supported, loved. "You don't actually believe this," I said. "Karen, you know me. You know I would never." "I believe my daughter." Her voice was ice. "Then let's call the police," I said. My hands were shaking. "If she's accusing me of assault, let's call the police right now. Let them investigate." Brittany's crying intensified. "No, I don't want to involve the police. I just want him out." And that's when I knew. That's when I understood exactly what this was. She wanted me gone. This was her way of getting rid of me. Karen told me to leave, not asked. Told. Pack a bag, get out of this house, tonight. This is my house, I said. I've been paying the mortgage for 17 years. I don't care. You need to leave, now, before I call the police myself. I looked at Brittany. She wouldn't meet my eyes, just kept crying into her hands. I could have fought, could have refused to leave, could have called a lawyer right then and there. But I was in shock, and part of me thought, maybe if I give them space, Karen will calm down and realize this is insane. So I packed a bag, one bag, clothes, my laptop, some documents from my home office. Karen watched me like I was a criminal. Brittany stayed in her room. As I walked out the door, I turned back. You know this isn't true. You've known me for 17 years, and you're choosing to believe this. Karen's jaw was set. Get out. I got in my car and drove to a motel, sat in the parking lot for an hour, trying to understand what had just happened. My phone was blowing up. Text messages from Karen. Don't contact us. Don't come back. I'm filing a restraining order. A restraining order. Against me, in my own home. I sat there in that motel parking lot and felt my entire life collapse. 3 hours later, my phone rang. Unknown number. I almost didn't answer. Is this Michael Henderson? A woman's voice asked. Yes. This is Officer Martinez with the police department. We need you to come down to the station. There's been an incident at your residence. My blood went cold. What kind of incident? Your stepdaughter called 911. She's claiming you assaulted her earlier tonight and that you returned to the house making threats. She wants to press charges and file for a restraining order. I couldn't even speak for a moment. Sir, are you there? I'm here, and I didn't go back to that house. I've been at a motel for the past 3 hours. I have receipts, timestamps. I didn't go anywhere near them. We still need you to come in and give a statement. I'll be there in 20 minutes. And officer, I want to file charges too, for false accusation. We can discuss that when you get here. I drove to the station. My hands were shaking so hard I could barely grip the steering wheel. At the police station, they put me in an interview room. 2 officers, Officer Martinez and Detective Brooks. They asked me to tell them everything, so I did. I told them about coming home, about the accusation, about being kicked out, about not going anywhere near the house after I left. I have proof, I said. I checked into a motel at 8:47 p.m. I ordered food delivery at 9:30. I have the receipt on my phone, timestamps, GPS data, everything. Detective Brooks looked at his notes. Your stepdaughter called 911 at 10:15 p.m. She claimed you came back to the house around 10 p.m., banged on the door, and made verbal threats before leaving. That's impossible. I was at the motel. Check my phone's location data. Check the motel's security cameras. I never left. They did. It took about 45 minutes. Phone records, motel cameras, delivery driver confirmation. Detective Brooks came back into the room. Your alibi checks out. You weren't at that house at 10 p.m. So she lied. Again. It appears that way. What happens now? Officer Martinez spoke up. We're going to have another conversation with your stepdaughter. If she made a false report, there will be consequences. What about the first accusation? I asked. The one about me assaulting her last night? That's harder to prove or disprove without physical evidence. It's her word against yours. Then let's get physical evidence. Hospital records, forensic exam, whatever it takes. Detective Brooks nodded slowly. We can request that, but given that she just lied about you returning to the house, it's going to affect her credibility. I didn't go back to the motel that night. Found a 24-hour legal hotline. Got connected with a family law attorney named Rebecca Chen, who agreed to meet me first thing in the morning. When I sat in her office at 8 a.m., I was running on no sleep and pure adrenaline. I told her everything. Rebecca listened without interrupting. When I finished, she sat back and said, Do you own that house? We both do. It's in both our names. But I've paid the mortgage for 17 years. Do you have proof of that? Every bank statement, every payment, for 17 years. Good. What about the stepdaughter? Did you ever legally adopt her? No, her mother never wanted that. So legally, she's not your child, just your wife's daughter, correct? Rebecca made notes. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to file for divorce immediately. We're going to file for exclusive occupancy of the marital home. We're going to subpoena all financial records. And we're going to file a counterclaim for defamation based on the false accusation. Can we do all that? We can, and we will. This woman threw you out of your own home based on her adult daughter's lie. She chose to believe an accusation without evidence. She violated your rights. We're going to document all of it. What about Brittany, the stepdaughter? Rebecca smiled, but it wasn't a warm smile. If the police determine she filed a false report, she'll face criminal charges. That's separate from our case, but it will help us. Over the next 2 weeks, everything started to unravel. For them, not me. The police interviewed Brittany again about the false 911 call. She admitted she lied about me coming back to the house, claimed she thought she saw someone and panicked. They pressed her about the original accusation, asked why she wouldn't submit to a forensic exam if she'd really been assaulted, asked for any physical evidence, any witnesses, anything. She had nothing. The detective called me. We don't have enough evidence to charge you with anything, but we also don't have enough to definitively prove she's lying about the original claim. It's a he said, she said situation. Except she already lied once, I pointed out. On record, to the police. Which severely damages her credibility, yes. So what happens to her? She's being charged with filing a false police report, misdemeanor. She'll likely get probation and a fine. Meanwhile, my lawyer was moving forward with everything. Divorce papers filed, motion for exclusive occupancy filed, financial records subpoenaed, and that's when we found it. Karen had been hiding money. Not a lot, but enough. She'd opened a separate bank account 3 years ago and had been siphoning money from our joint account. About $30,000 total. My lawyer was thrilled. This helps us significantly. She's been planning this, or at least preparing for something. We also discovered that Brittany had been involved. Karen had been giving her money from that hidden account, hundreds of dollars at a time, supporting her adult daughter without telling me. The court hearing for exclusive occupancy was scheduled 3 weeks after I was thrown out. Karen showed up with her own lawyer. Brittany came too, sitting in the gallery like she was there for support. My lawyer presented everything. Bank statements showing I'd paid every mortgage payment for 17 years. The police report showing Brittany had filed a false report. Karen's hidden bank account. All of it. Karen's lawyer tried to argue that I was a threat, that the accusation, even unproven, warranted keeping me away. The judge wasn't having it. Ms. Henderson, the judge said, looking at Karen, your daughter admitted to filing a false police report. The original accusation has no physical evidence and no corroboration. Meanwhile, Mr. Henderson has documented proof that he's been the primary financial contributor to this household for nearly 2 decades. I'm granting exclusive occupancy to Mr. Henderson. You and your daughter have 14 days to vacate the property. Karen's face went white. Your Honor, that's my home. It's the marital home which Mr. Henderson has been paying for. You can contest this in the divorce proceedings, but for now, he has the right to occupy it. You have 14 days. Brittany started crying in the gallery. Real crying this time, not performative. As we left the courtroom, Karen grabbed my arm. Michael, please, we can work this out. This has all gotten out of hand. I looked at her, the woman I'd spent 17 years with, the woman who'd believed her daughter over me without hesitation. You threw me out of my own home, I said quietly. You believed a lie without even asking for my side. We're done. The real revenge came after they moved out. Karen and Brittany packed up and left for a small apartment across town. People in the neighborhood knew something was wrong, but not what. Then the court documents became public. Our neighborhood Facebook group found everything. The filings, the police report, the false accusation. Within 48 hours, everyone knew the truth. The soccer league I'd coached for years publicly supported me. Karen and Brittany weren't shunned because of drama or confrontation, but because the truth came out. Quietly, clearly, on paper. I didn't have to say a word. The divorce was finalized 2 months ago. I kept the house. Karen received a small settlement, far less than she would have if she hadn't tried to destroy me. Brittany pleaded guilty to filing a false report, probation, community service, a fine, and a permanent record. Karen reached out a few times. Apologies, excuses. Too late. I'm 52. I spent 17 years building a life with someone who discarded me over a lie, and raising a child who tried to ruin me when I became inconvenient. I'm not angry anymore. I live in the house I paid for. I work. I coach soccer again. I'm rebuilding. Karen and Brittany are in a small apartment now. Brittany still doesn't work. Karen does, because she has to. I didn't need yelling or revenge, just paperwork, patience, and the truth.